Okay, so we've got a seas ground mission going on with objectives. Here. Is it?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Okay. That's what we do. No, it is seas ground.
Yeah, well, seas ground. It is a seas ground mission going on. With objectives there. One on the Blood Angel side of the board, and one buried beneath Orks over there, and one buried beneath Orks over there. So 1,500 points with a few optional extras from the campaign that we're doing. On the Blood Angel side over here, we've got a Razorback with a 5-man command squad inside with a Flamer and a Sergeant with a Power Fist. The other half of the tactical squad with a missile launcher. A 10-man assault squad with 2 Inferno pistols. A Sergeant with a Power Fist and a Flame pistol. Hand Flamer, sorry. And a Sanguinary Priest with a Power Sword. A Storm Raven, inside of which is a Death Company Dreadnought, 8 Death Company guys, and a Reclusiarch. And on the other side of the board we have a bajillion Orks, which I believe has 2 weird boys in it, and somewhere there should be a 6-man looter squad. Yeah. In there. The grey ones, yeah, in the middle. The rest is 6 30-man Ork boy squads with 5 of them, with 3 heavy shooters, yeah, a Knob with a Power Claw.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. So the Orks are going to run ineffectually across the board, and we'll have a look at that in a bit. Okay, so at the end of the Orks turn 1, they very cowardly all stayed exactly where they were, cowering on the board edge. And because I was stupid and elected not to use some of my special abilities and not to go first, this little guy down here, guarding the objective, is now standing on his own after amazingly accurate fire from the Orks big shooters. The assault squad lost a single man. The Storm Raven was destroyed, and the Death Company and the Death Company Dreadnought and the Reclusiarch all jumped out. And now we've got to run very slowly across the board. So let's. Okay, so after the Blood Angel's extremely effective shooting phase, the Orks lost what, 3? 2 models. And we'll go into turn 2. Okay, the fearless Orks stood there and shot again with their amazingly accurate shooting. Killed the last guy that was on the objective, and 4 of the assault guys, all from 1 unit, amazingly enough. Yeah, Tank Buster lads killed 4 of their. How many shots did they get? 6. So 4 hits out of 6 shots on 5s. So looks like the gods are favouring the Orks today, and we'll see what happens next. Okay, so the Blood Angels actually managed to get into combat a little bit. Death Company moved up there. The Razorback stayed where it was, hiding. The Dreadnought with the Death Company. The Assault Squad got into combat though. There was a big fight. There is now a Sergeant, a guy with an Inferno pistol, and the Sanguinary Priest left. But they managed to kill, in total, how many of that unit died?
Mine?
Yeah.
I don't know, about 20 models.
So, I think three of their guys died to 20 of the enemy, so they managed to get a little bit of vengeance there, but the 3 guys that died probably cost more than that entire unit anyway, so it doesn't really make any difference. Is now onto the Orks turn 3. So Blood Angels finally get into combat on their turn 3. The Dreadnought annihilated a 30 strong Ork mob that couldn't fight back. The Death Company. Does that one have a weird boy in? Yeah, he killed the weird boy as well. The Death Company and the Reclusi Ork butchered another 30 strong mob with a weird boy in it. The Sang Priest and the last remaining assault guy unfortunately went down without putting up too much of a fight back and didn't kill anyone. This round, the Razorback moved up, everyone jumped out, and they shot at that Ork mob and hurt it a little bit. And now they're probably all going to die. There's an Ork mob over there, there's an Ork mob there, and there's some big shooter guys there that are all waiting to counter-attack my guys. So we'll see. The end is nigh. I think we shall see who for. So, Ork turn 4, we believe. The Death Company died. The Reclusi Ork still lives. How many of that? They killed an entire. The Death Company killed an entire unit of the 6 guys left. Was it 6?
Yeah.
6 guys. And how many out of that one?
It's about half strength, I think.
Okay. I don't think they killed 15 of that unit, but they killed some, and they won combat. So they're all good. The Reclusi Ork's in there, being very surrounded, looking for some help from the Death Company Dreadnought that's going to come in and save them in a second. Over here, the Razorback was destroyed, taking out more Orks than it had done for the entire game, and more Orks than the squad inside it in fighting, with its death explosion. The squad inside died, killing about 2 or 3, and killed 2 Orks.
Maybe.
But yeah, the Razorback slaughtered 1 million with its death throws, and then we're going to see what the tiny amount of Blood Angels that are left on the field, which is 2, can do, which maybe get a draw if we're lucky. We'll see. Okay, back from the cheating. Over here, the Reclusi Ork managed to kill nothing, but the Death Company Dreadnought came in and wiped out the entire 21 strong Ork mob single-handedly, and popped smoke to save it from being shot at by the heavy weapon guys down there. Over here, the Ball Predator came on, and it killed 8 Orks with its flamer from over there, and we believe it is now Ork turn 5. Well, you got what you needed when you needed it early on, didn't you? So
well, definitely helped a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, the assault squad, I got some decent damage on them, which I suppose helped. But really, for how threatening that is, it's sick, really.
So, Orks, what we believe to be turn 5. Over there, shot at the Dreadnought, did a whole bunch of nothing. Over here, destroyed the glory of the Ball Predator. I can't really say any more than that. It didn't do anything useful. It came on and killed 8 Orks, which is probably nowhere near its 115 points value. Down here, Orks move down towards this objective down here. So it pretty much looks very sewn up for the Orks because they've got that objective over there. They're almost certainly going to be on that objective, and I'm over here contesting one objective. I'll be very
claim it. So.
Yeah, it can't claim it as Death Company.
Oh, yeah, no, they can mine, can't they? They're not troops.
So if the Death Company Dreadnought can get all the way over there in the 2 turns it's got left, it'll probably be rolling 6s for its run every turn, and we'll be very lucky. But I can't see it happening. If it does, it'd be nice. We'll see what happens. Okay, so end of the Blood Angels turn 5. Unsurprisingly enough, the Death Company Dreadnought annihilated the shooty boys. The Reclusi Ork had to run round them a bit, so couldn't quite get as far forward as he would have liked. Just to give you a bit of perspective, this is the distance that they've got to cover there to get to the Orks, to stop the Orks winning the game. If we can get there, which seems terribly unlikely, because I think that's about 30 inches, then we can claim a draw, and probably kill those orcs as well. The way the Death Company Dreadnought's been performing, it would be very unlikely not to. But that's the end of the Blood Angels turn 5. So Orks have got how many models left? Just out of interest? 30 models. Start with 187?
182. 188.
188. So with 188 models down to about 30. So the Blood Angels, you know, got big thumbs up for their cojones in the body kill ratio. What I'd like to do at the end of the game actually is get Callum to pile up all the orcs that were killed during the course of this game, so I can film it and just show you the sheer magnitude of the awesomeness of the Blood Angels assault. Because I'm going to lose, and that'll be my little bit of reclaiming glory. Okay, so we'll be back when the orcs. So yeah, the orcs sort of stayed still on the objective and moved down and claimed this objective. We couldn't be bothered to move them, but this guy here. This is where the front of the unit is, and that over there is where the back of the unit is. So as you can see, sitting on the objective pretty much. And those guys over there definitely sitting right on that objective there. And the Death Company Dreadnought and the Reclusi Ork, as fast as their little legs could carry them, just wasn't enough to cover that vast distance. So we did both together because it seemed pointless because nothing really happened. And all because I chose not to take the first turn, and the Storm Raven died on the first turn, got destroyed. Did the Blood Angel lose, really? Because if the combats were anything to go by, when we got into combat everything died. So had I chosen to go first and given my Storm Raven Scout and been in combat on the first turn, we would have had a lot more rounds of combat and a lot more time to kill even more orcs, and they wouldn't have run all the way down here. But by the by, really, the orcs win, the Blood Angels lose. They don't feel like losers, they definitely feel like winners. I'm going to get Callum to pile up all his dead, and then we'll film that. Bye. So there's the pile of orc dead. Just to give you a bit of scope, as you can see, that's the scenery there. That's probably what, about 6 inches high. Yeah, on the tower, about 6 inches high. And as you can see, the pile of orc dead towers above it. So you know, the Blood Angels earned their keep today, but couldn't quite snatch the victory. But they feel like heroes. So a win for Callum, and a loss for the Blood Angels. First one of the campaign, so that's all we can say really.